What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sativ, and this is Macro Mastery number 2. In Macro Mastery number 1, we spoke about cast sequence macros, modifiers, and how the at target or at focus functions. In this video, we'll cover a little bit about the stances, just to introduce the topic to us. Then we'll use what we've learned to set up Arena 123 macros. Arena 123 macros help you have better control over your enemies in Arena by making it easier for you to switch targets and focus target. Without further ado, I present to you Macro Mastery number 2. I've gone ahead and deleted a couple macros to give myself some space to work with. Let's take a look at this macro real quick before we go ahead and remake it ourselves and explain everything that's going on. The first line is show tooltip. What show tooltip does is, depending on what spell you type after it, I could change this icon to example kick. You'll see down here at the bottom of my screen, this macro turned into a kick icon instead of blind. That's what show tooltip does for you. So the first line is /target. What that will do is target that unit. Example, if I type /target Sativ, I'll target myself. In World of Warcraft Arena, there's something called Arena Targets 1 through 3. This is Arena Target 1 here that I have written down in this macro. What that will do is when I press this keybind, it will target Arena 1. If I'm holding control, however, this macro will focus Arena 1. If I'm holding shift and I am in stance 1 or 3, stance 1 is stealth and stance 3 is shadow dance, I will cast sap at my Arena 1 target. If I'm holding alt and I'm in those same stances, I will cast cheap shot. Now that we've broken down exactly what the macro does, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite it for you guys, typing out each line, explaining how each line functions once more a little bit, so that you will have complete understanding of how this macro functions. Alright, so we know what all this mumbo jumbo means, all this crap here, but let's go ahead and rewrite it, because that's how you learn things, believe it or not. We don't just learn by sitting here watching videos, we learn by doing it, don't we? So let's go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag show tooltip. It's our first line. Space any ability name. You know, if there's an ability that you want this macro to show, you go ahead and do it, girl. You want Cloak of Shadows? You put Cloak of Shadows in there. Do you want, you know, ambush? You know, you put ambush in there. That's just how you do. For this video, we're not going to use blind. I want it to be separate so that I'll know which one to delete afterwards, because I don't like having duplicate macros. So our next line is going to be /target no mod space Arena 1. Now, these brackets that I'm putting around no mod are the ones next to P and O on your keyboard. That's our first line. Sorry, second, I guess. The next line is /focus mod colon control. Yeah, control. For me, I use control because all of my CC orientated abilities cast at focus with a control modifier. You know, it just helps me keep everything organized in my head. You know, so if you use shift or alt, do that. I want you to use whatever is comfortable for this modifier. Oh god, where'd it go? This one right here. Whatever is best for you. Some people like alt, some people like shift, but personally I want control. Yes, Arena 1. On to the next line. This one's pretty complex, so pay attention here. /cast bracket mod colon shift comma stance or colon rather 1/3. So stance 1 is stealth, 3 is shadow dance. Oh, jeepers me, we forgot something here. Comma at Arena 1 bracket. I'm going to double check with my other macro here just to make sure everything is typed correctly. Alright, we seem to be okay. Oh yeah, this macro is going to cast Sap. Let's just leave it here for now. This macro is pretty complex as it is, and the only way we could really test it is in Arena, because it targets Arena 1. So, if you wanted to test this macro out, what you would do is jump into a 2s. But for now, I'm not going to waste somebody's time and make them jump in a game with me just to check if it works. Because I am almost certain that if you have it written exactly how you have it written here, it should work. I mean, it's an exact duplicate of my macro that I currently use. Of course, if you switch the modifiers around, that's no big issue. Play how you're comfortable. I don't want anyone copying my macros or my UI specifically because I use it. I want you guys to find out what's comfortable for you. The point in going over these exercises together is so that you guys will be comfortable making your own macros, knowing exactly what each function does, so that technically later on you can make big bad macros like this one. So, in case you missed it, this macro will target whoever's Arena 1 if no modifier is held down. It will focus if control is held down, your Arena 1 target. And it will cast Sap at your Arena 1 target if shift is holding down and you are in stance 1 or 3. When do I use this weird Sap at the bottom here? Only when I'm looking for rogues, druids, or whatever else is happening to stealth around me in Arena. This is for when I'm trying to land a Sap on a stealthing target, never for CCing off a blind or a fear. I mean, you could use it for that, but personally it's more comfortable for me to just use my control casting, you know, because everything I have casts at my focus and I'm holding control, but this is a specific spell, so I have it tied to shift. One thing I forgot to mention is your Arena 1, 2, 3, right? If we're doing 2s, you need Arena 1 and 2. If you're doing 3s, you need Arena 1, 2, and 3. So, you know, you can just replicate these macros. Example, I'd just take this, copy, new, paste, 2, 2, and a 2. See? Boom. You know, you do it again for 3. That's that. Another thing that I always mention in these videos is make sure whatever you set up this keybind to, you know, if you have this keybind set to 1, you know, make sure Control 1 and Shift 1 and Alt 1 or whatever are all unkeybound. The way that you do that is, you know, if I need to unkeybind Shift 2, I go Shift 2, Shift 2, Alt 2, unkeybind. See, all those are gone. The only keybind I have now is 2. So I could use a macro that has Control 2, Shift 2. Well, my sneaky friends, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and next time we're going to talk a little bit more about the stances, and maybe once we do that, I'll cover some more macros that I use, you know, just to explain them all, because it isn't macro mastery until you know everything. But this is the end of this video. Till next time, my friends, stay sneaky. Hey guys, me again. Thanks for watching. You know, I really appreciate all the support you guys give me. If you haven't checked out Macro Mastery 1 and you watched this video, you're a silly dude, but I forgive you. Go ahead and check out Macro Mastery 1 right now. This video will make a bit more sense. Also, if you're looking for some tips on how to open, that video is fantastic. Also, don't forget to check out the stream. I'm live almost every single weekend, so if you're looking for some live entertainment, feel free to drop on by.